I don't think it's any secret that we live in a society of sound bites and one-liners, and the gun community is not immune to this. It seems like you never have to wait more than 5 minutes on the internet for someone to come onto a comment section of a video and say something that they think is some great little pearl of wisdom, when in reality, it's just a big steaming pile of bullshit. Now, I know a lot of gun channels do little segments where they address these piles of bullshit, this verbal diarrhea that people seem to have on the internet all the time, and I understand why they do it. It's cathartic to actually address these people. Plus, I think it's very important that you actually dispel these stupid little things with truth. Now, usually when someone says something like this on one of my videos, I just go into the comment section and reply to them like, your mother's a bad lay, or if they continue, I'll say, well, and your father's an even worse lay. But sometimes I feel like I need to say more. And because I have a preteen and a teenage son at home and I don't believe in hitting them, I got a lot of pent-up frustration. So I thought I'd start my own little segment where I address these little bullshit pearls of wisdom. I even made a graphic for it here. Yesterday I posted a video about what are the best open carry guns. And of course, it didn't take long for someone to come in there and go, the best gun anyone can carry is the one they shoot and train with the most. And you know what? That is a total pile of crap. Usually that's just people rationalizing why they chose to carry a cheap gun instead of carrying a gun that's more appropriate for what they need it for. Now, if that's the only gun you can afford, then fine. Carry it and know you're better off than having no gun. But if you can afford better and don't just because you're cheap, that's a really stupid thing to do, so don't go trying to rationalize it with little platitudes. I used to own a 1971 Chevy Vega, and that car, with a lot of work, got me to work pretty much every day. So I could say, well, that car is the best car because it's the one that got me to work every day. No, the Chevy Vega is never the best car, no matter what. Doesn't matter. It's just the only car I could afford at the time. If I could afford better, I would have bought better, and I would tell anyone that. I didn't say, well, this is the best car I could have. I knew it was crap. I admitted it was crap, and I said, as soon as I can afford better, I'll buy better. Because that car was basically just a tool, and I didn't have any emotional attachment to a tool. I mean, I can like a car, I can love a car, but it's still just a tool. And guns are tools too, and having the proper tool for the job matters. You can't just say, hey, this tool's proper for the job because it's the one I got and it's the one I've used the most. That's not true. It doesn't matter how good a carpenter you are. If you spent most of your life building birdhouses with a tack hammer and now you've got to build a real house, that tack hammer is not the best tool for the job, no matter how much you've used it or how familiar with it you are. Any carpenter with any modicum of skill is going to build better than you if they have the right tools and all you've got is a tack hammer. For example, I'm a pretty good cyclist. I used to ride motocross when I was younger, done some pretty amazing things on a bike. Now I do have a lot of broken bones. I've got a couple pins in my body, a shattered kneecap because of it, but I'm still breathing. And when you ride motocross, it takes quite a bit of skill to keep breathing into your old age. But let's say I was someone that rode a moped to work every day. And that moped was the bike that I rode more often than not. And to be honest, I did have a moped when I was younger and I loved it. Rode it all the time. But if I had to get on a dirt course and compete against someone and I had to ride that moped and they found someone that wasn't even a quarter as good a rider as I am and gave them a proper dirt bike, they'd kick my ass. It wouldn't matter how much better of a rider I am than that other guy, my tool just wasn't up to the task. And I wish I had $1 for every time someone's told me that in the past, but that's a different story. That moped just isn't up to the job of riding motocross. And often, that's the case with the guns people choose for self-defense. So when it comes to handguns, especially handguns for self-defense, stop using stupid little platitudes, stupid little one-liners, stupid little quips to justify bad decisions. Stop using these stupid little quips to justify being cheap and lazy. Go out and get a proper tool for the job and learn how to use it. Your life is worth it, and the life of your family is worth it. So when it comes to choosing your self-defense gun, when it comes to choosing your tool, give yourself every advantage you can possibly have and buy the best self-defense gun you can possibly afford.